Hi and welcome to WWE Girl Talk. I'm Cora.
I'm Ashley.
And right now we're reviewing the Smackdown from the 19th of November. Yeah. We're so caught up.
I know.
1 week to go.
By the time we upload it, we won't be.
No.
My phone's calling me. So this was a Smackdown before Survivor Series. Mm-hmm. So it was the Miz TV to kick off the Smackdown. It was obviously all of the guests of the last semi-final matches. But this was meant to be for Roman Reigns to come out, of Dean Ambrose, one of them. He's basically saying that he's got to bring people out. So he's midway through talking and Owens interrupts him and comes out. And Miz is like, Owens, you're new around here, so you probably don't know how Miz TV works, but you're not allowed to come out until I introduce you to come out. And Owens says that he's turning Miz TV into Kevin Owens' show. And they go back and forth about whose show it is. And then Owens tells Miz that after Survivor Series, when he wins his tournament, nobody will be able to deny the fact that he's the man. Out comes Alberto Del Rio and Zeb Coulter. Miz is angry because, again, people are just coming out about him introducing them. Coulter says that Miz is not for anyone and he's a hater, and haters are not allowed in Mex America. I'm so bored of hearing that.
I know.
I'm so bored of hearing that.
Every episode, Mex America.
No haters in Mex America.
Mex America.
And they're like, we're not going to take part in the same work because we're not falling into the Miz stereotypical media shenanigans where he creates drama and causes divide between everybody. But then that happens anyway. They get divided. He said it doesn't matter if it's called Blue's Clues or Sesame Street. Doesn't matter what the name of the show is. But Miz says that the show's crap, basically. And then they start talking about Kevin Owens, about how he's a hater as well. Hater. And then Coulter says he's Canadian. Yeah. And asks if he how he crossed the border to get into the US. And Del Rio comes into the room. Owens, no, don't worry, because when he becomes World Heavyweight Champion, Mexico America champion, that is, there will always be a place for people like Kevin Owens. Because there's always going to be needed. Someone's always going to be needed to clean up swimming pools, basically. And Owens like, nobody missed you when you were gone, which is so true. Yeah, nobody missed him.
No one wants him here now.
Both of the men just stare at each other for a while, and Dean Ambrose comes out and Miz is furious because, again, it's like, Miz is like, I know you want to fight, and fighting equals ratings, but I meant to introduce you. And then Ambrose just tells Miz to take a seat and stop getting so irate, basically. And they're all talking about ratings. I don't know what they're going on about, if I'm honest. Fighting and,
like, isn't that why people tune in?
I don't know.
Fighting?
Yeah, well, not talking for sure. Yeah. And Ambrose tells Miz that he was here to help because Del Rio and Owens were disrespecting the way Miz TV works.
Don't disrespect me.
He's like, I'm so glad to be on the show. And then he's talking about Zeb Coulter and why he's needed and stuff, and he's already got a championship and things like Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio. And then Miz gets interrupted again by Roman Reigns. And Miz is frustrated, and then Reigns tells him to shut up, like calm down before he shuts him up. And they go on. Then R-Truth comes out. And he's like, what's up? And then everyone else in the room was really confused. Miz pulls his facial expressions off so perfectly.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah, he's just like behind him going, what? And R-Truth's like, I've been unstoppable all my life. And I'm a survivor at Survivor Series. I'm gonna cut through every superstar tournament like a hot knife going through butter, and I'll become the next champion. And everyone looks at him, there's like a pause, and Miz is like, Truth, you're not even in the tournament. Yeah. It's been going on for 2 weeks and you've never been in the tournament. And Miz is like, no, R-Truth's like, oh, they told me, oh, my bad.
He started shaking people's hands.
Yeah, it's like, good luck to you, but not good luck to you, goodbye. It was like, another Gretchen Wingers, goodbye. Yeah.
It was really funny, but they did that at Money in the Bank as well.
Yeah.
With Kane and that, it's like, well, you're not even in the match.
Yeah.
It was funnier the first time, but it was still funny this time because I'm sure some people forgot about it. Whether we want that to be a recurring thing with R-Truth, or we just need to stop it there.
Thing is, though, it's exactly the same. Because Kane was moaning about keep being interrupted by people as he was talking.
Yeah,
it's exactly the
it's
same.
the same scenario.
Literally exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that's why it wasn't that funny. I mean,
It was funny.
But
and then you go, wait, this happened before.
Yeah. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
It was a good moment, but you don't want it to do it too often.
Yeah. Miz basically moaned again because no one has respect for Miz TV, and then Dean Ambrose basically punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Owens and Del Rio leave. Ambrose and Reigns like, because they've also got a tag match later against Owens and Del Rio. They had the Miz versus Cesaro, and maybe Cesaro isn't injured yet. Maybe it's this one he's injured in, or maybe he was already injured and was fighting anyway.
Maybe.
Pardon me. Miz is like, oh, this match should be cancelled. I'm an A-lister. Like, I have been punched in the face by Dean Ambrose. No one respects me. Blah blah blah. And Cesaro comes out, and they basically have a really short match. It was really short. Stardust. Once Miz taps out, Cesaro wins. Stardust music comes on, and they just stare at Cesaro as he's walking back to the ring. And then Stardust comes out ready for his match. So Stardust the Ascension versus Neville and the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, I love how they just went across into it. Like,
yeah,
they don't do that often.
I suppose because Stardust has been watching Cesaro matches lately.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it was a bit random.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had Stardust and the Ascension versus Neville and the Dudley Boys. The thing is, Neville and Stardust have no connection to each other now because Stardust is after Cesaro, so it just felt a bit weird having this match.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And if you're caught up with Raw, Miz was watching Neville win a match, so surely they should have just done that already. But Neville with Miz and Cesaro with the Dudley Boys.
Makes no sense, does it?
No, they're a bit cross-wired.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see Stardust and Neville all the time as well, so it's nothing new. And we've seen Ascension versus Dudley Boys 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So it's combined 2 matches we've seen loads of times anyway into one.
Weird. I like it.
And I can't say to you I remember anything good happening in this match. The only thing that was surprising was Neville and the Dudley Boys won. The Dudley Boys actually picked up the pin.
Yeah, which is first.
Yeah.
Like injured.
Weird. We then had Tyler Breeze versus Zack Ryder, and before the match begins, Breeze is talking trash about Zack Ryder, about his fashion sense, and Ryder reminds Tyler Breeze of another Uggo. I love how he calls people Uggo. Dolph Ziggler. And he said the world's best kept secret. Somewhere he dumped Dolph Ziggler because she wanted an upgrade. Somewhere in the world wanted something gorgeous. Prince Pretty is here. He never goes out of style. Yeah. Like Dolph Ziggler, his career is defined by one thing, and that's coming short. That's what Summer Rae says, and I can't tell if that's a dick reference or not.
Yeah. How would they know? When they all sleeping together?
Yeah, don't know. But Ziggler's not. He's had enough of this. He comes out and he sits in that VIP area.
Yeah.
He drinks a cocktail. He don't like it, so he chucks it on the floor. Yeah. He sits there with the other one because I actually quite like this one. So it's Ziggler, not Ziggler. It's Tyler Breeze versus Zack Ryder, and it kind of made sense because Zack Ryder's like close friends to Dolph Ziggler anyway, and it's not an unknown fact.
Who's that?
Dolph and Zack Ryder. So it kind of makes sense. So good for them. Tyler Breeze actually won the match, and afterwards Ziggler just comes in and kicks Tyler Breeze in the face. And Ziggler's like, I'm here to show the world. Goodbye. So they just dropped the feud to bring up the feud again, which was kind of annoying. And then all of a sudden they had a match at Survivor Series. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Smackdown's a little bit of a mess considering Survivor Series.
Yeah, well, they didn't know what to do, did they? They were all over the place. Then had another Wyatt family segment, which no one cared about. Basically, the Druids come back out and they talk about their match at Survivor Series and who it could possibly be. Could it be Eric Rowan? Would it be Luke Harper? Or would it be Braun Strowman, the Black Sheep? And Braun Strowman says some stuff about destroying legacies because obviously that's his thing now. And Undertaker's music then hits, but he's not actually there. He's on the Tron. He's in his blue room. And she said that Bray Wyatt thinks he can hold. He holds all the cards. As far as he'll find out he has nothing but dead man's hand. And he basically said that ashes to ashes, we're all fall down. And then Kane releases the fire on the screen. Oh, they burnt the sheet mask. That was quite cool. And then the Druids all fall down. Like, and rest in peace. Bray Wyatt just laughs. Second is ended. They had Charlotte versus Brie. Oh my god, like we don't see it enough. And this really killed the momentum for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte was smiling. I'm really sorry for what I did. I'm right. It wasn't like me. She should have been like, no. Yeah. Paige would get what's coming to her.
Yeah.
How dare she disrespect my family like she
exactly.
did. My dad was upset. My mother was upset. You would have seen it all over social media. Like, she should have made a reference to it instead of ignoring it and acting like nothing was wrong. Yeah. Like, it just made it... it was so pointless. What was the point of
because also she referenced it as well. Because obviously there was this whole backlash and then people like saying all things about the company like, oh, it was really bad how they played out of her and all that. But then if she went and referenced it, it would have shown everyone actually the company is still referencing it. So clearly they didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Even if they might have. So
she should have mentioned it. Instead of just ignoring that it ever happened.
I know.
Because it just... What's the point?
What's the point of bringing it up?
Yeah, what's the point? Yeah, so Charlotte versus Brie. It's never going to be anything interesting, let's be honest.
No.
It was, yeah, not great.
No.
It just kind of, yeah, it killed the whole of the build-up of the series to me.
I mean, who likes Brie? Brie is cheese.
Brie is cheese, yeah. Brie is cheese.
Brie is cheese.
Charlotte won. Yeah, with the figure eight.
So bored of her winning with the figure eight. Always the figure eight. I'm bored of it. I know it's like a special move, but still.
She could have a pin.
She could always have a pin. I think she used a pin.
Paige then talks to Renee backstage because Paige and Renee like joined at the hit recently. They're always talking to each other. Renee asks Paige feels that she pushed Charlotte too far, and Paige goes off on a rant about how, oh my god, did you cut that question yourself, Renee? Because I started the reporter. She's not even American, but I don't want to say it. And basically she's saying that Charlotte can blow up and be like the Incredible Hulk as much as she wants, but as far as she is, I'm going to take back what's mine. She's not a true champion, but I am. And that's it. And that's the build up to their match, which I had it right, but they fucked it up.
Yeah.
We then had Big E versus Kalisto. Because we just love Kalisto as a singles competitor now. Yeah. But at least Sin Cara was at the ringside and New Day at ringside. And it made sense. The only good thing about the end of this match was Big E won, because we felt Kalisto winning matches. Yeah. I don't know why he fucked up.
Why?
But after the match, Big E attacks the Lucha Dragons and Ryback comes out to save them. Why? Why has Ryback now got this weird affinity with the Lucha Dragons? I respect you, Kalisto. You beat me like no one has beat me before. You didn't attack my leg. My leg is so precious to me. I had 6 surgeries on my leg. You ruined my life. I'm surprised he hasn't brought the leg injury into it. He always does. Oh. And that was the end of it, really. Yeah. Ryback attacked them all. Felt a bit pointless. Don't know what they're doing with Ryback at the moment.
I don't think anyone knows. I don't think Ryback knows what he's doing.
No, Ryback's like, okay, I'm here to do something.
Yeah. Show up and wave.
Dean Ambrose and Reigns are talking backstage, and they're saying they're feeling great about their tag match. They're going to be bros, but at Survivor Series, if it comes down to them two having a match against each other, they will do whatever it takes to get there. But tonight we're going to be bros. The fist pump will walk away. We then had the main event, which is Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio against Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. I felt like this match wasn't needed.
No.
It didn't build up anything. If they had Miss TV and left it at that,
yeah,
I actually think that would have been fine.
Yeah, this was
no. Yeah. No.
Yeah. No.
Seb Cole was there doing his usual thing, you know, just can't see me. Just sitting there doing his fucking on the scooter. It really annoys me. But the annoying thing is that this match never ended in a proper way. It ended in disqualification.
Everything just ends.
Because you just knew it was going to happen, because you didn't want anyone to be defeated.
Yeah.
Even though everyone knew that Reigns and Ambrose were going to be the main event.
Oh yeah, it was the most obvious pay-per-view in the world, this one. It's like, I could bet money on it and I'd probably earn like 1p, because it was so obvious.
It was so obvious. But because they got put on the announcing table, they make up the rules. Sometimes the announcing table is illegal, sometimes it's not. They got disqualified. But they Reigns and Ambrose attack. They fight back against WWE and Owens. They scarf her off, and then they just stare her off over the championship. End of SmackDown.
It was really shit.
It felt all over the place. Had no real direction.
And like, this is the last show. We just get that in their head. The last show before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
This is the last moment for people to go, actually, I'm going to buy it. Because some people only buy certain pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And it's depending on how much they really want to watch it. This was their last chance for anyone who's going,
Do I buy it?
do I buy it or not? And no one's going to buy it.
Yeah, they were.
No one.
Rather give it a miss.
Yeah. It's just some shit. We all know who was going to win what. There were no shocks of the night.
No.
And it was kind of obvious Sheamus would have cashed in.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to rate it?
1.
Alright. As soon as I stop yawning, don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Free, tumble, follow us, like us, love us, goodbye.